Well, hello there, and welcome to a lovely new series. I'm bringing back my infamous Planet Coaster series. I hope you're well. As you can see, we're starting off with a new park. I've called it Birchwood. I know, and I am very well aware that the name Birchwood has been used previously on a series. Um, I do intend to change the name. Any name suggestions, please answer on a postcard would be great. So let me just quickly talk about the series. I know I am 100% very well aware. Planet Coaster videos don't do particularly well these days. I don't really care. I love Planet Coaster. I don't get to play it that often, and I fancy doing another series. The other reason I'm making this series is because I can edit this on my PlayStation. Yes, I am making this on my PlayStation, which probably will explain the really poor audio. Which is what this is. I'm actually hearing the sped up, or I've sped this up obviously, I'm not doing it this quickly, I'm not that good. I'm actually hearing all the audio sped up, which I find absolutely hilarious, and I've got to listen to this for the next few minutes. What am I building here? You can see me, I'm building a kind of entrance tunnel. I know I'm not the only person to do this in the world of the people who've made Planet Coaster. I got the idea from Geekism, he did it, and so I'm doing it. And I build the most frustrating thing in the entire world. This took me ages. This isn't the majority of the part. I don't build any rides in this episode. I do put a ride down. That's just to get guests through, just so I can see the where the guests go in the path, because as you'll see, I do cover it up. This is kind of an entrance way. So the idea for this park is it's a kind of budgety British theme park. I might go very loosely on the term, but as you can see, I do break. If you're wondering why audio keeps fluctuating, it's the microphone's in my ear. It's a headpiece, and it keeps falling out my ear. It's actually an earpiece, and it keeps falling out my ear. So I'm grabbing hold of it as quickly as I can and adjusting it. So what we do, yeah. Idiot me, forgot to do the path. I should have done the path first, then did the building, but I didn't do that. Here's me trying to find the because I swear there was like an asphalt ground. I just couldn't find it, so eventually I think I'll go for the fire station ceiling. I might get rid of this because it kind of ends up being a bit hammy and it being not the greatest build I've ever done. Let me know what you think. Let me know. Let me know if you want me to continue this series, because I'll continue it if you want me to. But as you can see, building it, you can kind of see what I'm going with this. I'm not going to do the whole park like this, because we'll be here all day. Because I remembered after making this episode, you can actually paint the ground to be the asphalt, the same as the path. I know it's roughly the same. So I might just get rid of that whole ground thing and just do that. That's my plan. I even build fencing. I might not do. I don't think I'll do it for the whole park. Normally, I'm really lazy and just put the fence switch. With paths, you can build a fence. Yeah, I usually do that. I'm usually quite lazy and do that. I'm not. I haven't obviously done that here. I probably will end up doing that when we get into the park. It's not going to be a huge park, by the way. It's going to be a fairly small park. Like I said, I intend to be British. I'm saying I'll probably use the like more vintage pack stuff and use traditional rides and be a bit more carnival, like built on a car park kind of thing. This took me way too long. This bit took me way too long, but I build a car park here, and then on the right I intend to build like a hotel, making a bit of a resort, and stuff like that. But I'm imagining it to be more like, instead of a hotel themed to the park, it'd be more like a Travelodge hotel that's just conveniently next to it, because it's not going to be so big it's a resort park. I might build like a lodge area. Yeah, this is I'm playing this on the PS4, by the way. So I am editing, as I said, I am editing this on the PS4. I'm using the PS4 version, which I have used the PC version, which I've used in previous series, and I think I've done a few episodes. They might actually be live streams when I've done this. I might do live stream episodes. Let me know. Just let me know what you think. Let me know if you want me to continue this. I'll probably I've recorded it because I'm 2 weeks ahead at the moment on the channel, and So do let me know. You may be wondering, why am I not editing this on my computer or a computer like I normally do? You know, you are Harvey, you are a professional editor. Why are you being lazy and using this? Well, my PC currently is broken. It is broken to the point now I've had like my elves. I've posted about this on the community thing on Twitter and everything like that. Basically my PC won't show its screen. So I can't see anything on the PC. It switches on and everything, but I just can't see anything. We believed at first it was a hard drive problem. No, bought a new hard drive, it wasn't it. We now believe it's a motherboard problem, but we can't find the same motherboard that's online, so we've kind of come to a mutual agreement here. I'm going to get a new PC. I'm not spending £1 million on it, because obviously I don't make money off YouTube or anything like that. Here I am. I'm making the parking spaces using art shapes. I'm quite proud of how the car park kind of turns out. I put a few cars down as well. Yeah. You probably noticed I found out about the group selection thing. I found out about it a bit late, but there you go. Well, there you go. So that's the car park. I start work on a bit of an entrance. I make like an information kiosk and a toilet kiosk. I have just realised myself watching this that the parking spaces are too kind of even. I need to kind of move them a bit and give them a rejig. I just realised. So here I am building one of the car pieces. I think it's from the Studios pack, and I've just realised the wheels are odd, so I flip them round and fix that, which is, you know, yay. And then I do put a few of these. Sorry, I just hit the microphone. I do put a few of these down, and I recolour some of the cars, and some of the cars are probably a bit more expensive than they should be. I also changed the angles on some of them because, you know, someone could be a Peugeot driver for all we know. That's kind of the idea. So there we go. What's coming up next? I don't know. Well, there's just some more colouring in, really. I'm talking over this because PlayStation don't really do music a lot. There isn't much music. The music's very actiony and very rubbish. For the next episode, I'll try and import. You can import music, so I'll import some. I'm about to transition now because I ran out of clip space. And I'm back. There we go. That took me longer than it should. Basically, I realised I never actually sped up the next clip, so I was doing commentary over something at normal speed. So here we are. We're back. And yeah, so I'm here making an entrance plaza, and yeah, now I finally put the path in, and then I realised where I should do all my spacing and stuff like that. And I put a ride down. I think I just put like a teacups ride down or something, and you'll see that. And then I think I fixed this up. There we go, I fixed it, and you see the path. But I realised I covered up the path, so how am I going to know? That's why the ride goes down, so I can see that, and it saves me a lot of time. However, I noticed a little bit of flaw with this plan is I hadn't put a park entrance, and I thought without a park entrance I'd still be able to open it, but unfortunately that's not how it works. Yes, unfortunately. So I spent about an ages trying to find stuff. Yeah, the game mechanics on the PlayStation aren't the greatest, so I spent about 5 minutes trying to put it here. It didn't work, so I think I put it just right by the entrance to the ride, and that's the method I go with very quickly. Yeah, it works. So let me know what you feel about this park. A better name, like I said, the temporary name at the moment is Birchwood, but I've used Birchwood before, which is the previous park I've done. I think that's a PC version. Also, I'm in the city. I forgot to mention that I'm in the city biome. I prefer the city biome. I think it's the better biome for this kind of build. It's it makes more sense rather than being in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I make it all free. I'm in sandbox mode, so I don't really care for money. And then now I can see where they're going. Now I can see where the guests are coming in. I can see where the path is, etc. Obviously, I know there's so much more detailing that needs to be done in this kind of area. I'm just laying the foundations at the moment. Why am I waiting here for? I just waited there for a few seconds, and I can't remember what it was for. I think I was stretching because I'd been here for about an hour. 2 hours. I'm not one of these people that I usually just get it done. So here. Yeah, okay, so yeah, like I said, this is kind of the plaza area where I kind of make a information booth and I think a first aid facility. I swap it round and it becomes a staff building on the other side. I duplicate it and add it. Yeah, this is kind of was a fun build because I actually kind of like this build. I normally just build a square box, and that's kind of it, with no real detailing. And I kind of like this kind of small building with detailing and stuff like that. So yeah, no. So I built a first aid area and a staff building, and I haven't employed any staff yet. I do intend, when I eventually open this park, I'm doing a few episodes where we try and run it, and see if. Admittedly, I doubt we're going to make profit, but I feel like we could do some like running things and maybe do like run like events. I remember once in a park many baboons ago. I think it was a park of my own. I put a Ghostbusters event in. I got the Ghostbusters animatronic in the Ghostbusters car. I don't know what it's called. I just had like made a little mini Ghostbusters meet and greet for a few days because that was just an idea of mine. Yeah, my buildings aren't the greatest, but I think it's probably one of the nicer buildings I've made. Yeah, so that's kind of it, really. And before you say it, yes, I am very well aware I forgot to put a normal roof on. I do come back to that in a minute, and do put a roof on, etc., etc. I put the signs on and decorate the stuff first. I do like cheating. I'm very lazy when it comes to building. I'm very impatient. I'm one of these people that kind of builds. I am going to try and build maybe two coasters, maybe three, like a wooden coaster. It's definitely going to go in here, and a kiddie coaster, that the one that kind of goes around 2 or 3 times, and then maybe what I like to call I say a car park coaster. I don't mean a coaster in a car park. It's the one that's right by the car park, for you to kind of see from a distance, to kind of go, oh, what's that? To kind of build intrigue. It's kind of the whole point of it. And that I think that'd be the R3 coaster. And that'd be probably a thrill, with the loop-to-loop and stuff. Yeah, so here I am decorating the first aid centre and adding signs. It's one thing I don't normally do, but here I do. That was an interesting fact. In fact, I actually add a canopy. I tried to find like a canopy to put over the information booth, because I realised I couldn't remember what they were called, so I just typed in canopy, and then I put this fairy one in just to add a little bit of a depth and texture. I don't know. It was just an idea of mine. Yeah, this was kind of a faff. It did like to come alive a bit. Let me know what you think of my building. I personally think it's horrendous. So don't tell me. Oh, this was way too long trying to select it. Eventually I just gave in. And then had to select it that way. God, I'm terrible at trying to come up. Can you tell I'm trying to kill time here and do commentary? Yeah, so we've got a few minutes left to go. I duplicate the entire building in a second and flip it. It's obviously not going to be symmetrical. It's kind of mirrored. I kind of like that. I kind of like the kind of quirkiness to it. I might connect the buildings at the top. I don't know. Let me know what you think for that. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're going so far. So here we go. Let me just select the building. It selected everything other than the canopy. It did everything other than the canopy, which is really annoying. So I do put that and fix that. So you'll see that in a second. I haven't put any like lights or anything down. I'm terrible at lighting, and I'm definitely going to try and focus on that as well in this part. I want it to kind of be realistic. It's like a model train set. Everyone's just up and left. Here I am replacing it with the staff only. I couldn't find a staff only sign. I kind of end up making one, getting one of those customizable billboard things, and making a little mini staff only sign, because there wasn't one. So I do one of those typing billboards and just write staff only, and it does what I want it to do. I didn't change the colours. I might go in and change the colours because I think they're a bit too loud and not classical. Anyway, we're nearing the end of this episode. Thank you very much. Let me know what your thoughts on this series, and if you want me to continue it. Please like, subscribe, follow me on all my social media links, and I will see you soon for another video. Soon, very soon, hopefully now will be nice, but see you, and thank you, and goodbye.